Zen Flesh, Zen Bones, story number 21. My heart burns like fire. Shorin Shaku, one of the early teachers of Zen Buddhism who came to the States from Japan, said, according to this story, my heart burns like fire, but my eyes are cold as dead ashes. My heart burns like fire. My eyes are as cold as dead ashes. Now, if we look at that a little carefully, that phrase, my heart burns as fire. I have passion, I have warmth, I have aspiration, I have genuine feeling of deep aliveness at my root. My eyes are as cold as ashes. Now, if we look at that from kind of a surface level, we might think this is somebody who's looking at us with cold neutrality or harshness or iciness or frozenness. I think what that means is my eyes are not filled with desire. My heart is filled with passion for truth, for love, for kindness. My eyes are not filled with desire for all the things out there in the world. That my intention is to give from the heart, not to get. So rather than having a pejorative spin on my eyes are as cold as dead ashes, which sounds a little unfriendly, I think we just say my eyes don't have any desire. I can look at things without wanting them. I can look at things in a neutral way. I can look at things with simply appreciation. My heart burns like fire, but my eyes aren't grasping. So he made some rules, according to this text, which he practiced every day of his life. In the morning before dressing, light incense and meditate. To set the day with intention, with clarity, with offering. And isn't that a little different way than most of us start the day? Start the day grumbling, groaning, worrying, having our little long list of to-do things. You know? If you live at a place like Great Vow, you start the morning every day with meditation, with chanting. His next point is retire at a regular hour. Partake of food at regular intervals. Eat with moderation. If I reflect on my own life, I definitely could use some help retiring at a regular hour. But partaking of food not to the point of fullness, partaking of food moderately. The Buddha's time in ancient India and the Thai forest tradition, other monastic Buddhist traditions, eat one or at the most 2 meals before noon. And eat in moderation. And so the rest of the day is kind of intermittent fasting. They don't eat from 12 to 12 at noon to 4 a.m. So they have a long period when the body gets to digest. And those of you who are interested in intermittent fasting, it's very much in line with the Buddhist monastic recommendation. His next rule is to always have constancy, to receive guests with the same mind that you have when you're alone. Now, all of us have some degree of a personal life, not personal life, some degree of a persona that we put on when we're in front of a camera, when we're doing Zoom, when we meet people. And one of the differences, I think, between people who are really great, who have a lot of integrity, is the person that you meet face to face, casually, and the person who is on screen is the same person. Adapting a little bit according to the causes and conditions, adapting to the situation, but the same quality of genuineness. And so to not have that fake sheen of trying to please everybody when we're trying to meet famous, well-known people, when we're putting ourselves up in public, to not have that faint sheen of our Facebook page is so much nicer than we are, is a sign of a genuine person. Be who we are, all places and all times. His next point is to watch what you say. Now, I recommend this to myself and to anybody who's teaching. Listen to what is coming out of your own mouth. Because if we're not hearing what we're saying, nobody else is. If we're not taking this good advice, nobody else is. We're mostly speaking so we can hear. And when we can truly hear the things that are coming through our own mouth, and we are truly able to practice the very best thing that we can offer, then the inner teacher becomes alive. The inner teacher, which we endeavor to express, to inspire and help others, also becomes the inspiration for our own life. His next point is when an opportunity comes, do not let it pass by, but always think twice before acting. There are two different points here. On one hand is you have a genuine, spontaneous response, but the habitual mind just falls back into its old self-centered views so easily. So this is not about ponder everything with the rational mind, but have a place of silence in yourself. A place of stillness in yourself. So when something comes, the response comes out of stillness, not reactivity out of the mind. Don't regret the past, look to the future. Everything has consequences. This moment is the culmination of our entire history. Have the fearless attitude of a hero and the loving heart of a child. Upon retiring, sleep as if you had entered your last sleep. Upon awakening, leave your bed behind you instantly, as if you'd cast away an old pair of shoes. So these are Soen Shaku's personal admonitions. And each of us can make our own rules of life, make our own vows, decide what are the principles upon which we are going to live. Easy way of finding that is think of what's good for everybody else. Well, it's good for everybody else to meditate, to clarify their mind. Well, okay, my first principle, I will meditate, I will clarify my mind. It's good not for anybody else to overeat. Okay, my first principle, I will not overeat. I will endeavor to be kind. And so out of our good advice for others, we write not a bunch of shoulds and oughts, but a rule of the heart for ourselves. And this is what Soen Shaku was trying to do. It's a little scary sometimes because we have so many obstacles and so many things to overcome, but it is really important, really important. So Please investigate your own mind. Please open your own heart. And please write down your personal rules of life.